Astrid, it's so good to see you for the second time this year and in Rome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. I want to talk to you about something that's been a topic of conversation at PwC, which is the tax code of conduct, which has been changed. And I want to find out what prompted PwC to have a tax code of conduct.
Well, the tax code of conduct reflects the intricacies of the tax profession and its requirements, and those are different around the world. So the tax code sets a common foundation. So no company needs a tax code, but we felt it gave us more comfort, it gave us more belief into having a common foundation as tax professionals at PwC to work on a trustful and transparent collaborative manner together.
So Astrid, when last month I heard you talk about this, it reminded me of companies taking responsibility for certain things like the climate, social issues, and the tax code of conduct, in my mind, kind of fell with that, and the fact that we're changing it and evolving. But what prompted the change?
Well, it is a response to changing regulations and standards around us, also the changed public perception. And it is also to reflect on the changing business that we are in.
Sure. So elaborate on that a little bit. What do you mean by change in business?
Well, we provide traditional tax services like we have done many years ago, but we also take on board new technologies. So we may provide the services in a different manner. And we also have new services where we say, take artificial intelligence. We may have different services that we offer. We may even want to produce products for sale, which is different from what we did in the past.
And can you provide an example of when the code makes a difference beyond being legal?
In general, it does. So one of the examples that jumps to everybody's mind is tax structuring and the question of, is legal also legitimate? So this is a question that everybody has in mind. But at PwC, we had recently been confronted with sanctions like very many other companies as well. So we could have said we only respond to the sanctions legally applicable to us, meaning to the different territories. But we said no matter where a territory sits, no matter what sanction is applicable, we treat it the same way around the whole PwC network. This is one of the areas where we go beyond the legal. In your everyday world, in every partner's, director's, staff's day-to-day work, you may face situations where you say, I could wiggle myself out of this. It would still be legal, but you would ask yourself, do I really want this, or do I want to stand up and take accountability for it? And this is also something where the code helps you.
Right. And speaking of accountability, we have a massive network of firms around the world. What is your message to everybody about the tax code of conduct?
It's always challenging to limit yourself, but I think I would have two principal messages. The one is, don't go it alone. There is always somebody else, another bright mind who can help you be better. So please consult and take other information, other thoughts, other minds on board. And the second is, and maybe the second is even the first, is internalize what you get. You get a lot of policies, you get a lot of material every day, but just don't take it and file it, but read it, and not only read it, live it. So those would be my main principal messages.
Sure. And I think as with the ESG and other examples of where a company starts something and it sort of that kind of cascades to other companies, I am interested to find out if that will happen with this type of code of conduct. And I guess only time will tell. But thank you so much for talking about this. I really appreciate it. And I look forward to the next couple of days in Rome with you.
Thank you so much for having me, Sindhu. Same here.